welcome everybody. I'm Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com and I've got this week's Pick a Card weekly tarot reading. It's very simple. Just pick a number now between 1 and 5 and I'll do a psychic tarot interpretation for you. You can have more than one number if you would like. Okay, let's go to the board now. Here we go. And we're going to choose these cards. First thing we're doing is card number 1. Card number 1. What do I see? Oh, okay, so we've got this pink flower here. In spirit, I saw this as a ballerina. So this week is about gracefully dancing through life for you. How can you do it the most gracefully and elegant way and beautiful way possible? Okay, that's the question. How can you do that? Let's have a look and see what the cards have to say. The card that comes up is the Two of Wands. It's all about stepping out of your comfort zone. You see here is a fence that has been a boundary for you, this stone fence. It's kept you smaller than who you really are. It's stopped you from growing, but at the same time, it's probably felt safe. And what it takes away the responsibility for growth. It takes away the risk. You don't have to be concerned about risk, is what you already know. However, you do have an opportunity coming up soon where you can step out of that. Yeah, there's a little bit of effort required, sure, but it's only a little bit, and it's easier now, or soon it will be easier to do than normal. You could be feeling more motivated, and you might be feeling like taking a risk on something, and it's the correct time to do it. Okay, so that's card number 1. Card number 1. Now we're doing card number 2. I'm going to stand up actually. Card number 2, what do I see for you? Okay, messages back and forward. I see an old-fashioned fountain pen, but it's like a feather, got a feather on the end, which is very old-fashioned. In fact, I've never seen one in my lifetime, I don't think, other than in a picture or in a movie or something. So this could be going back 100 or more years. No, I'm not quite that old. Working on it. Okay, so it's about messages and maybe doing them in an old-fashioned way or a nostalgic way. You might be having memories of the past coming back in the next few weeks or so. The card that comes up is the Tower card. Something's coming to an end. And if you've been listening to your intuition or your psychic ability, then you'll probably know what it is. Look, lots of people don't like this card, and it can be shocking at the time or unpredictable or unsettling. But if you look in yourself, you would have seen the writing on the walls, and maybe you've just sort of thought, well, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. What it's about is it's a concept that you've built up in your mind perhaps, but it's not what you thought it was. And it's like the foundations are not on solid rock, they're on shifting sands. So you might have done a sterling job in how you've gone about something and done it all correctly. It could be a relationship, could be a work, could be a project, any number of things. However, it's built on shifting sands, and the climate has changed, the background has changed. So unfortunately, something's coming to an end. Now, if you look within, also, you may find that even though it is coming to an end, it's ultimately positive for you, okay? So, and that can be hard to see at the time, that it's positive, but it does often work out to be positive in some way. Try to find the silver lining if you can, if you've picked card number 2. Card number 3, what do I see? Oh, waterfalls. Okay, you could be feeling more vital this week. You might have more energy coming through. The creative juices are stirring. You could be feeling more motivated. Physically, your body is more in tune than usual. The card that comes up, it's a really good thing. It's almost like, it could be like a relief for you because you may have been feeling a bit down or not you know, gone through a tough winter or something like that if you're in Australia or New Zealand. Now it's, well, it's October now, and spring, and it is warm. The card that comes up is the Eight of Cups. It's all about your emotions. It suggests that you're moving away from a difficult situation and getting on with your life. There's a new moon, or it was a new moon here. It's all about new beginnings, casting a light so you can see where you're going by the light of your subconscious, the moon, and also the feminine. Green is all about growth. Could affect any number of areas of your life, but particularly those involving money and emotions. The green can be money. The Eight of Cups is about your emotions. Okay, so that's card number 3. I see it as a really positive card. Card number 4. Card number 4. What do I see? Ooh, an elephant with the focus is on the trunk. An elephant never forgets. It's it seems like a circus elephant, but I think it's been well cared for because it seems this elephant seems happy. Okay, so happy memories coming back from the past. And the card that comes up is the Four of Wands. There's a limited opportunity coming to you. See this framework around the picture here? It's contained. So limited usually by time. Okay, so an opportunity comes up. If you want it, you should grab it with both hands because it won't always be there. There's also something here about the harvest and enjoying your harvest. You may have been working for some time on something and working quite hard, and it's just a great card to suggest going away on a trip or a break, a short break if you can, and enjoying yourself. And that will give you more growth and more excitement, especially if you go to somewhere that you've never been before. So even if you go for a mini break on, you know, the weekend for 2 days, go somewhere new, somewhere where you can learn something. But growth, happy emotions, and a time of opportunity. Great to share it with a friend if you possibly can. Okay, so that's the first 4 cards. And the last card, which is the 5th card. Closing my eyes now, the ocean. Oh, this is interesting. I'm on the sand, and there's a lot of seashells here on the sand, but then it just drops off suddenly and you're in the deep water. So you might be feeling quite grounded and down to earth, but then something happens and then you're into the deep part of the subconscious. It doesn't mean that it's unpleasant. It could be just like you choose to jump into the deep part, and maybe you just didn't realise how deep this goes. You could get something from your subconscious that goes very, very deep, and because it is so deep, it could have long-lasting effects on your life. So if you've picked card number 5, it's not just about this week. This could go on for some considerable time, maybe even months. The card that comes up is the Sun card. Brings insight and awareness, happiness, contentment, stability, safety. Go ahead and take that risk and jump into the deep waters of your subconscious oceans, because there's something really beautiful there for you that's going to change your life significantly. This is a major arcana card, which means, yes, it's not just this week or even a few weeks. This could be for many months or years, in fact. So be on the lookout to see what you see in your subconscious if you've picked card number 5, because it could change the whole direction of your life. Now, you'll see here we have the Tower card and the Sun card, 2 major arcana. We have Wands and Cups. So for many people, there could be more motivation, more vitality, more inspiration to do new things coming up this week. For 2 and 5, this is a change in direction, and this is very positive for number 5. This is ultimately positive for number 2, but it may not seem like that at the time. If you're particularly concerned and you know something's on thin ice and you've picked number 2, then ask Michael the Archangel for support and protection. He will give you the help that you need. It doesn't even mean that it's a big deal. It's just something that you thought was going to go down a certain track takes another track, maybe unpredictably, or maybe something you're not expecting. Okay, so that's it for this week's Pick a Card. Thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate that. Leave a like and a comment. I do read your comments even if I don't always get to comment back. Thank you so much. And I just want to wish you a very happy week, full of insight and full of potential for moving forward in your life. Okay, I'll see you all again soon. Thanks and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.